Thinking back on it, my first day of adult working life started out much like Alba's did. Stumbling around the office, trying to make as best a first impression as possible, you know the drill. Sure, there wasn't seniors lounging around without trousers on, but overall, New Game really captured the atmosphere of nervous tension that awaits a fresh starter in the workplace. Yet simultaneously, the first episode is kind of deceiving. It's hard to envision how it will go beyond a series defined by its playful absurdity. Going from that initial setup through to the last episode of Season 2, the maturity witnessed not just with Alba, but the company as a whole, is a marvel to behold. In combination with New Game's excellent animation and seiyuu casting choices, the anime showcases the journey of life across 2 years of Eagle Jump, and I really want to highlight that. For starters, what makes the vocal cast of New Game so special? Well, surprisingly, the juniors at Eagle Jump are all voiced by relatively new seiyus to the industry. This is the case for all of the vocal unit for Folium. That's Alba, Yun, Hifumi, and Hajime. This is a stark contrast to the level of experience that's pretty much universal for the seniors. I mean, Yagami is voiced by Yoko Hikasa, a name you'll likely recognise, but if you don't, her leading roles include Mio Akiyama and Rias Gremory. This definitely created an interesting dynamic. Interactions between certain members of Eagle Jump with different experience levels were more authentic, as they didn't just apply to the show, but the recording studio. The animation of New Game is also something worth looking at. The show speaks for itself. The character animation is the real vehicle allowing for both its quirky fun moments and its subtle yet masterful presentation of character development. I think the best example is the shifts we see in Hifumi's positioning and expression as she becomes more comfortable interacting with her co-workers. Like I said in the introduction for this video, I love New Game because it doesn't neglect any of its wonderful cast in terms of showing us how they grow through interacting with their peers. Though I do want to talk about our beloved main character, not simply because she's great, but because of how New Game defines Alba's maturity through her professional development.
お疲れ様です。じゃあね、おばちゃん。お疲れ様です。
As an individual, she experiences a lot of achievements, but is equally made by her shortcomings, going on to use them as motivation to work hard and ultimately reach where she wants to be with her career. As a whole, New Game never fails to present the need to work hard if you want any form of progression, which, from my experience anyway, is a good life lesson regardless of your stage in life. Personally, I find one of the best examples of this to be the rush leading up to the deadline of Peko. It highlighted the pressures that come with project work, needing to rely on others and yourself to ensure that everything is completed on time to a good standard. Besides working hard, it's workplace relationships that are critical to character progression, as within New Game they come to form a huge portion of the character's general social interactions. The most obvious relationship to look at is between Yagami and Alba. As Alba's role model, even before joining Eagle Jump, Yagami is the driving force in Alba's journey, from starting out on modelling NPC characters for Fairy Stories 3, to being involved with lead character designs in Peko. With Yagami's supervision, Alba transitions into a competent member of the team, growing in her own ability and confidence. The most impactful scene for myself in the whole series is when Alba checks Yagami's desk out of habit, only to realise that she hasn't been in the office since the farewell party. This really hits home Alba's expectation of Yagami to always be there for her. After all, she was found at that desk pretty much every working day for the past 2 years. While the reminiscence is undoubtedly powerful, it importantly represents the starting point of the next chapter of Alba's professional life. Their relationship communicates the importance of not simply appreciating seniors, but holding on to the lessons they teach. In the second season, the most interesting change for Alba actualizes, as she takes on the position of being a senpai herself with the introduction of Momiji. Their relationship starts off considerably more volatile than with Yagami, but it flourishes into a staple of Alba's evolving adulthood. Their personal rivalry is greatly beneficial for their artistic advancements at Eagle Jump, and allows for some great moments of self-reflection for the two characters. But as far as the growth of characters professionally, the great thing about New Game is that over both seasons we witnessed this for almost every individual at the company, with each character feeling memorable in some way. From Nene, who learns game programming, albeit with a few issues along the way, to Hifumi, who takes on the position of art director for Peko despite her shyness. All this amalgamates into crafting a great narrative of personal development that emphasises the gratification that arises when striving to reach our goals and apply passion to whatever it is we do. Back in 2017, when I finished New Game Season 2 as it was airing, I was shocked. Not because I didn't think it would be fun and well-rounded, to be honest, I expect that of most Dokokobot anime, but because it had such a strong impact on me. It truly delivered a workplace narrative that teaches you about the importance of relationships for our personal development in life. The characters develop such a strong bond that it leads to the more touching moments in the series carrying a real sense of weight. I'm not afraid to admit that it made me tear up on 2 separate occasions. I really did feel sad to see Eagle Jump go. All I can do is hope that a day may come where we get to see more of them. Until next time, I've been Russ, and have a great night or day.